Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Innovate Finance Global Summit 2018. Well done for crossing the snowy wastelands of the City of London, all of 3 millimetres, to get here today. Great to see so many of you packing out the Great Hall. We're kickstarting UK FinTech Week 2018, which is aimed at showcasing the successes of this vibrant industry in the UK and really highlighting Britain and London's role as a key global hub. My name's Katie Derham, as you already heard from the voice of God. I'm going to be your host this morning here in the Guildhall's Great Hall. And it is a pleasure to welcome you all here for this Festival of FinTech, celebrating every aspect of the sector with 2 days of exciting discussions, keynotes, competitions, showcasing the best of British and global FinTech talent. Now, for those of you who are here for the first time, or maybe don't know too much about Innovate Finance, I want to just highlight how important this organisation and its members are within the global FinTech community. By working closely with their 250 plus members, Innovate Finance aims to promote enabling policy and regulation, talent development, and business opportunity and investment into UK FinTech, whilst also showcasing the achievements of the sector and their members on a global stage. UK FinTech is part of this thriving global industry that we've just been hearing about. It's alight with innovation and opportunities, and this is being reflected in the investment we're seeing. According to recent research, funding of FinTech startups has increased at a compound annual growth rate of 41% over the last 4 years. 2017 was no exception, $16.6 billion invested across 1,128 deals to VC-backed FinTech companies. The top 50 companies globally have raised $4.8 billion in the last year alone, and over $27 billion in aggregate capital over their lifetimes. So lots to celebrate already, but what is in store over the next day or two? Well, we've got everything from panel discussions on AI and machine learning to keynotes from some of our foremost members of government. The Innovate Finance Global Summit is going to bring together the UK's, and indeed the world's, FinTech leaders and innovators to discuss the interesting and really pressing issues of the day within FinTech. Now, you guys, the audience in this room, are a real testament to the global nature of the industry. We've got 2,000 delegates attending from all over the world. As we know, FinTech has taken the financial services world by storm over the last few years, and so we're going to be hearing discussions about the changes that FinTech can deliver, and I think crucially, whether this change is truly beneficial or whether occasionally it's just disruption for the sake of disruption. Sacrilegious comment of the morning, number one. We'll hear an inspiring keynote from one of the fastest growing FinTech companies in the world. We'll hear from some of the most successful FinTech companies about what it will take to inspire the next generation of FinTech innovators. Now, after lunch today, I'm going to be handing over to my colleague, the journalist and broadcaster Andrea Cathwood, and then I'll be joining a panel on stage here to discuss institutional innovation this afternoon. And just a little bit more on those panels. They're going to be covering topics from regulation, collaboration, FinTech capital, everything in between. In fact, we've got over 100 speakers across 3 stages today. Rather too much for Andrew and I to handle alone, so we're leaving the Livery Hall stage in the very safe hands of award-winning innovator, marketer, and host of the Innovation Crush podcast, Chris Denson. And for the first time ever, Innovate Finance Global Summit is not satisfied with just taking over one venerable building in the City of London. We're taking over the Grocers Hall as well as the Guildhall. It's just over the way. It's going to feature sponsored content from key partners of Innovate Finance, as well as a stimulating agenda of highly interactive panel discussions which are open to absolutely everyone. It's only a 2-minute walk away. Do check it out. Startup expert and Innovate Finance ambassador Bindi Karir will be your host for the day. If you need any help getting there, just head to the help desk. There's a map available there. Now, the Global Summit is taking FinTech across the square mile this year for the first time. We've got the Innovate Finance Global Summit 2018 campus And there are lots of deals for all of you Summit attendees. I mean, deals at cafes and bars and restaurants and so forth. So, in fact, you've got a partnership with Taylor Street Baristas. Note all this down, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to save you pounds and pounds. 20% off food with your morning coffee. The Anthologist, Otherist, and Folly, you can receive discount on meals and drinks. And M Restaurant, which is offering great deals on food as well. That's all this week across UK FinTech Week. Do take advantage of it, make the most of it. All the information you might need is in the programme. As you can probably tell, there's no shortage of content to keep you very busy today. But tomorrow, we've got the Pitch 360 competition here in the Great Hall. So you'll have some of the most exciting startups from around the world gathering to compete for a £10,000 prize fund. So do please join us for that. Your lanyard will get us in, and you'll hear some extraordinary stories and ideas, I'm sure. The agenda of panel discussions and keynotes and fireside chats across the Livery Hall stage and main stage in the Grocers Hall will be continuing as well. So keep an eye on your programme, see what's going on. Right, that's almost it from me. But just before I introduce our first speaker, a couple of just general bits of housekeeping. Exits are at the back. There we are. Light refreshments will be, no, they won't. Please avoid using the doors at the side whilst the speakers are up on stage. That's just to avoid as much disturbance as possible for those who are staying. The hashtag for today's event is hashtag IFGS 2018. Please do use it. Tweet merrily throughout the day. The Wi-Fi password should be on the screen behind me somewhere. And so if you need to log in, do find that. We'll be taking breaks, of course, during the day, and lunch will be served from midday for an hour. Sessions, the Livery Hall stage and in the Grocers Hall begin at 11. So wander over to those when you can. And finally, Q&As and interactive polling will take place for some of our sessions, and I would urge you to get involved. It's fantastic for the panelists to hear your views. To do that, download the Innovate Finance Global Summit app. Have it to hand. It'll be the only way to pose questions to the speakers and to take part in the polls. And the app password is in your programme, and it's posted across the event. So yes, we want to hear from you, so please get involved. Right, it is time for our welcome address. A CEO, director, and trusted advisor. We're now going to hear from the CEO of Innovate Finance. With over 20 years' experience in financial services, Charlotte is often listed in the top 100 women in finance, and she's recognized as a leading advisor for technology and fintech startups. Please give a very warm welcome to Charlotte Crosswell.